Beauport Limoilou. Order. The honourable member for Beauport Limoilou. Mr. Speaker, last week, confidential information with regard to a Supreme Court appointment was reported in the media. Let's be clear. The objective of this media link was to lead Canadians to believe that there was a conflictual relationship between the PM and the AG, and this was recent. Everything points to the fact that this media leak came from the PM, and this was a smear campaign. He has tarnished the reputation of Glenn Joyal. Will the Minister of Justice investigate this breach of privacy? The Honourable Minister for Justice. We are proud of our process, not only for the appointment of judges at the Supreme Court, but also with regard to the selection of judges. Mr. Speaker, we're going to make sure that this will continue in the future, and we're going to appoint top-quality judges through a reliable and transparent process.
Eastman.
Well, Mr. Speaker, in an attempt to undermine the credibility of the former Attorney General, the Prime Minister attacked the sitting Chief Justice of Manitoba. The former Attorney General didn't just pull his name out of a hat. It came from a list recommended by an independent panel. The Prime Minister doesn't respect the independence of our justice system, the confidentiality of the court appointment process, or whose reputation he drags through the mud. The Justice Minister has said this leak was inappropriate. Will there be an investigation into who from the Prime Minister's office did this leak?
Honourable Minister of Justice.
Speaker, we're proud of our judicial appointments process, both for superior courts across the country and for the Supreme Court of Canada. And, Mr. Speaker, one of the reasons why we had to fix it was precisely because Prime Minister Harper at the time was in conflict with the Chief Justice of Canada at the time. Mr. Speaker, we have done better. We have a process that is full of integrity, and we're going to continue forward in that direction.
Order. I'm having trouble hearing the answers. We need to hear the questions and the answers. Order. The Honourable Member for Selkirk, Interlake Eastman.
Mr. Speaker, the Justice Minister just besmirched the appointment process for all justices. It's shocking that the Prime Minister thinks that he's above the law, whether it's pressuring his own Attorney General to influence the independent prosecutor or leaking details to damage the reputation of a sitting judge. This Prime Minister's government is corrupt. Canada's legal community, the OECD, and Transparency International have serious concerns about the Prime Minister's scandals. Will the Liberals launch an investigation into this leak? Yes or no?
Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as I've stated on numerous occasions, we have confidence in our institutions, and that's why we know that committees can do their work. When it comes to one of the matters that the member has referenced, the Conflict of Interest and Ethics Commissioner is investigating this matter. We know that there's an ongoing court case. The former Attorney General, in her appearance at committee, confirmed that the rule of law in Canada is intact and that the law was followed at all times. We recognize that we can always strengthen and improve our institutions, and that's why this government has taken measures to ensure that we continue working hard, raising the bar, so that we deliver for Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Niagara Falls. Order.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know why this is always so difficult for the Liberals here. Last week, the Manitoba Bar Association issued a very scathing statement regarding the confidentiality of the judicial selection process by the compromisation of Chief Justice Joyal's recommendation. Now, this serious breach of confidentiality under the Liberals has violated that justice's privacy and undermines Canadians' confidence in our judicial process. So, Mr. Speaker, why is it so difficult for him to do the right thing, contact the Privacy Commissioner, and get an investigation of this? That's what should be done. It shouldn't be that difficult.
The Honourable Minister of Justice.
Speaker, we have put into place a judicial appointment process across Canada for both the Supreme Court as well as for Superior Court justices that is unparalleled, Mr. Speaker, in its rigor, its transparency, and in its outcomes. We've appointed outstanding judges, over 260 since we took office, Mr. Speaker, and we'll continue to do that.
The member for Windsor-Tecumseh.
Mr. Speaker.